Stop saying baby or honey. Use these 6 words to win her heart. Modern Stoic. And love is not just about saying the right word, but saying them with the right meaning. Unknown. There's a powerful shift in a woman's demeanor when she hears words that truly resonate with her. Words that go beyond the surface. It's not about relying on the same tired endearments like baby or honey that have lost their spark. These words, though once sweet, can start to feel shallow over time, empty sounds that no longer stir the warmth you once felt in her eyes. Have you ever noticed her reaction when you call her baby for the 100th time? Maybe she looks away, or you feel a subtle shift in the atmosphere. This doesn't mean she's growing distant or cold. Rather, it's a signal that she craves something more genuine, something that feels intentional and deep. She wants to be seen for who she truly is, not just as a term of convenience. She longs for words that reflect your true admiration for her. Words that demonstrate you're not merely addressing her, but cherishing her for all that she is. Let's break away from these overused phrases. I'm going to introduce you to 6 powerful words, simple yet profound, that when said with sincerity, will create a deeper bond. These words will remind her that she is not just any woman to you. She is the woman. Stay with me until the end, because the final insight will change the way you approach your relationship for good. 1. I'm proud of you. In the realm of meaningful relationships, there's one phrase that holds a weight far beyond mere words. I'm proud of you. It might seem simple at first, but don't be fooled. These 3 words are nothing short of powerful. Unlike fleeting compliments or shallow praise, when you say, I'm proud of you, you're not just acknowledging an accomplishment. You're recognizing her entire journey, the struggles, the growth, and the effort it took to get where she is. Whether it's a small victory or a monumental achievement, those words honor her, not just for what she does, but for who she is becoming. In a world where so many tend to focus on outward appearances or shallow judgments of worth, this phrase reminds us all that true value isn't found in the surface-level assessments, but in the quiet perseverance, the daily grind, and the unseen work we all put into becoming better versions of ourselves. Let's face it, terms like baby or honey might sound affectionate, but more often than not, they can feel hollow, like empty labels that fail to connect deeply. Instead, make it a habit to say, I'm proud of you. These words carry weight because they cut through the noise and reach the heart of what really matters. They validate her not just for her successes, but for the consistent daily effort she puts into showing up as herself. When you say, I'm proud of you, you affirm her resilience, her courage, and her commitment to growth. This is where the blessing of Stoicism shines. Real strength is not always seen in the dramatic moments of triumph, but in the daily acts of perseverance and steady growth. The modern Stoic would recognize this entirely. They would understand that to truly love someone is to honor them not only for their accomplishments, but for the quiet, relentless work they do every single day. Think about it. What does it really mean to be proud of someone? It's not just about the big, visible moments that make headlines. It's about seeing all the little, often overlooked battles they fight, the internal struggles, the quiet victories that most will never notice. When you say you're proud of her, you're telling her that you see everything. The resilience, the vulnerability, the determination. You're saying, I see you for who you truly are. And there's no greater gift in a relationship. This level of recognition creates a connection that goes far beyond any fleeting compliment. It's deeper, more intimate, and rooted in a profound appreciation of her as a whole person. This is exactly the kind of recognition a modern Stoic would give. Stoic philosophy emphasizes the importance of seeing strength not in grand gestures, but in the steady, unwavering pursuit of growth and resilience. And let's be clear, being proud of her isn't just about the milestone moments, her career achievements or public recognition. It's about those everyday acts of bravery that go largely unnoticed. It's about acknowledging the times when she balances 1,000 tasks at once, when she faces challenges head-on, or when she shows up for you, even when the world feels heavy. These are the quiet acts of courage that deserve celebration. Saying, "I'm proud of you," is your way of shining a light on those moments, showing that her worth isn't measured by external success but by the unwavering commitment she puts into her life. The old Stoic would have understood this completely. He would have known that true strength is often found in the smallest, most subtle actions, the daily grind, the internal battles, and the quiet persistence in the face of adversity. This understanding transcends time. When you take a moment to truly recognize her efforts, you tap into something much more meaningful than any superficial gesture ever could. This is the blessing of Stoicism at work, recognizing that true value lies in growth, resilience, and the courage to keep going, no matter what. You must never underestimate the profound impact of saying, "I'm proud of you." It's not just a phrase, it's an affirmation of her entire being, an acknowledgement of all the inner work she's done to become the person she is today. It's a direct recognition that her journey matters, that her growth matters, and that she as an individual is worthy of your deepest respect. To show this kind of recognition, to truly honor her in this way, requires more than just empty words or superficial gestures. It demands that you see her as a whole person, flaws, strengths, victories, and all. This is the essence of the modern Stoic's approach to love. You must look beyond the surface, recognize her efforts, and affirm her worth in a way that truly resonates. So stop for a moment and think about what "I'm proud of" you really means. It's not just words. It's an invitation to see her for all she is. Her strength, her vulnerability, her perseverance. It's a call to embrace her as the whole person she is, not just for the outward achievements but for the inner work, the battles fought behind the scenes. In relationships, this level of authentic connection is the bedrock of lasting love. The old Stoic would have said the same: recognize the small acts of courage, the quiet perseverance, and the wisdom that comes from continually striving for personal growth. This is how you truly win her heart. This is how you show her that her journey is not just appreciated, but deeply valued. 2. You inspire me. In the age of clichés and overused phrases, it's easy to fall into the trap of calling her baby or honey when you want to show affection. While those words are safe, sweet, and familiar, they don't carry the weight of true admiration. They don't speak to the core of what a woman truly needs to hear. But there are 6 words that have the power to move her deeply, that resonate on a profound level. That phrase is "you inspire me." It's simple, yes, but it's also incredibly powerful. It speaks volumes about your respect, your admiration, and how much you truly see her for who she is, not just what she does. The depth of true inspiration. Many men hesitate to say "you inspire me," either because they don't fully understand the impact of such words or because they mistakenly believe that inspiration is something reserved for only grand gestures or visible achievements. But inspiration doesn't have to be loud. It doesn't have to be grand. Inspiration is often silent, coming in the quiet, everyday moments: how she loves without expecting anything in return, how she forgives even when it's hardest to do so, and how she persists through the struggles you may never even see. To tell her "you inspire me" isn't just a compliment. It's an acknowledgement of the quiet power she holds over your spirit. You honor her simply by recognizing that her presence makes you a better man, that her influence pushes you to grow, to evolve, and to strive for more. The hidden strength of women. Think about the first time you say these words. Maybe you'll say it with a shy smile, or she might look away, unsure how to process the weight of such a statement. Perhaps her eyes will well up with tears because, deep down, she's wondered whether anyone has ever noticed how much she gives, how hard she works, how strong she is, whether anyone sees her for who she truly is and not just for the roles she plays. When you say you inspire me, you are answering that unspoken question. You're telling her that her very existence, just as she is, matters not just to you but to the world at large. You're telling her that she is seen, that she is important, that her life has purpose. This, my friend, is one of the most powerful things you can say to a woman, and it carries even more weight when we consider how many women silently carry invisible burdens: the weight of self-doubt, the fear of never being enough, the quiet exhaustion of always giving more than they receive. Inspiration beyond words. The blessing of Stoicism. Saying you inspire me is like shining a spotlight on the strength she may not even recognize in herself. It's not just about admiration for her looks, her charm, or her grace. It's about recognizing her resilience, her ability to move through life with grace, even when no one else is watching. That, my friend, is true respect. The blessing of Stoicism comes when we honor others not just for what they do, but for who they are, even in their most unspoken moments. The modern Stoic understands that acknowledging someone's inner strength doesn't diminish their own. It amplifies it. Stoic lessons have long taught us that recognizing others' virtues is not an act of submission, but a recognition of shared humanity. So when you say you inspire me, you're embracing her strength in a way that benefits both of you. You elevate the relationship to a level of respect, admiration, and mutual growth, beyond the surface admiration that lasts. You might assume she already knows how much you admire her. After all, you've likely told her she's beautiful or smart. But those words can start to feel like empty platitudes, repeated out of habit. Women need to hear that their worth is not just tied to their actions, but to their very essence. They long to be seen, not just for what they do for others, but for who they are at their core. When you tell her you inspire me, you're telling her that she doesn't have to earn your admiration. She simply has to be herself. Think about the countless moments when she showed you what true kindness is, the times she forgave when it would have been easier to hold a grudge, or when she stayed strong in the face of adversity, teaching you the true meaning of unconditional love. Those are the moments that truly inspire. You might assume she already knows how much these moments move you, but admiration that goes unspoken is often unappreciated. And that's where you can make a real impact. Speak your truth. Let her know that she inspires you. The power of you inspire me. When you say you inspire me, you're not just offering a compliment, you're offering a declaration. You're saying that she is a beacon in your life, that her presence lights up your world in a way nothing else can. These words have the power to change the way she sees herself. They remind her that her worth is not found in the roles she plays or the things she does, but in the essence of who she is. This, my friend, is how you win her heart, not with empty phrases, but with words that speak directly to her soul. Saying you inspire me is a gift no flowers, no material possession, no empty compliment can match. It's a statement that her strength, her grace, and her ability to shape your life for the better matter more than anything else. And in doing so, you don't just lift her up, you lift both of you. Because when you speak from the heart, when you honor her presence in your life, you're not just embracing the modern Stoic way of thinking, you're living it. You are recognizing the quiet power that others may overlook, and in doing so, you're enriching both your lives with a depth of respect, admiration, and love that goes far beyond the superficial. The blessing of Stoicism lies in understanding that true strength often resides in the quiet moments of everyday life. And when you acknowledge that strength, you create a bond that is unbreakable. So the next time she inspires you, when she shows her grace, her kindness, or her quiet resilience, don't let the moment pass by. Speak your truth. Tell her that she inspires you, because in doing so, you both become better, stronger, and more deeply connected than ever before. If you found this valuable, comment below, and share it with someone who could benefit. Don't forget to subscribe for more wisdom. Comment to remember. I honor her strength and let her inspire me every day. By commenting this, you're not only reflecting on the power of your words, but also reinforcing the profound impact you can have on those you care about. Let's embrace the modern Stoic way of deep admiration and respect. 3. I appreciate you. To win her heart and strengthen your relationship, you must master the art of true appreciation. In a world where distractions and routine often overshadow the deep connection between partners, words like, "I appreciate you" carry a weight that no pet name ever could. Too often, men fall into the trap of using superficial phrases like baby or honey, failing to recognize that these words, while common, fail to convey genuine acknowledgement of her unique qualities. Real recognition goes beyond surface affection. It dives straight into her soul, telling her that she is seen, valued, and cherished for who she truly is. As a man committed to a Stoic life, you must understand that real strength is shown through action and words, not through mindless repetition. When you say, "I appreciate you," you are honoring her for the contributions she makes, the quiet sacrifices she endures, and the love she gives without question. In the words of Marcus Aurelius, "Waste no more time arguing what a good man should be. Be one." This is about living those principles, about not just saying what she wants to hear, but truly appreciating the effort behind her actions. Life isn't always easy for women. They carry the weight of the world on their shoulders, balancing family, career, and personal struggles. Yet so often, their efforts go unnoticed. That's why, as a man embracing Stoic principles, you must step up. Showing appreciation isn't a weakness, it's a demonstration of your strength. When you speak those words with sincerity, you give her more than a compliment. You provide recognition, something her heart craves deeply. A relationship isn't just about love, it's about respect. Love without appreciation can become routine, expected, and stale. But when appreciation is spoken from the heart, it re-energizes the bond. Don't assume she knows you're grateful for her. Her contributions, big and small, may remain unspoken, buried beneath daily life's pressures. If you fail to acknowledge them, you risk creating distance between you. The Stoic approach isn't about suppressing emotions, it's about harnessing them with purpose. Recognizing her efforts, no matter how small, helps you create a space where she feels valued. And in turn, she'll be more open, more trusting, and more connected to you. Think about it. When she's folding your laundry, when she's sharing her concerns, or when she's quietly supporting you, those are the moments that require your acknowledgement. Don't let pride or laziness keep you from recognizing her. Speak with conviction and authenticity. Those words, "I appreciate you," will resonate deeply within her, transforming the dynamic of your relationship. You'll create a bond based not on empty words, but on genuine admiration. This is where the Stoic life meets love. By changing how you approach these small moments, you align with the wisdom of the Stoics, who understood that the quality of life is determined by the quality of our actions and thoughts. So, don't wait. Don't fall into the trap of thinking she already knows. Say it, mean it, and watch as your relationship transforms into something stronger, more profound. As Marcus Aurelius wisely said, the happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts. When you focus on appreciation, you change your thoughts, and in turn, you change your life. Recognize her, appreciate her, and make her feel seen, because in the end, it is the small, powerful words that leave the deepest marks. 4. I hear you. If you want to truly connect with her on a deeper level, stop saying baby or honey. These words, although meant to express affection, often fall flat when you're genuinely trying to understand and support her. The key to meaningful communication is much simpler and more profound than that, I hear you. This phrase can create a significant shift in how you connect with her, transforming your relationship in ways you might not have thought possible. The problem often lies in the pileup of misunderstandings in relationships, where one or both partners feel disconnected, leading to frustration and emotional distance. You may have seen it, the subtle flicker of disappointment in her eyes when she opens up, only for you to brush it aside, unintentionally sending the message that her words, her feelings, don't matter. Over time, this could lead her to stop sharing as much, thinking her voice no longer holds value. It's a dangerous space to be in. That's where those 3 simple yet powerful words come into play. I hear you. Saying I hear you is not just a polite phrase. It is an active expression of validation, something that is both rare and incredibly valuable in today's fast-paced world. When a woman feels unheard, she begins to feel isolated. Even when she's right next to you, a sense of loneliness can take root, making her think that her feelings are a burden or that her needs are too much. Words like baby or honey can never fill the emptiness that comes from a lack of genuine understanding. But when you say, I hear you, you are offering something infinitely more meaningful than just a placeholder term of endearment. You are offering her the blessing of Stoicism, the power of true presence. To listen to her isn't passive. It requires you to actively step into her emotional world, to pause and momentarily set aside your own thoughts. Imagine this. She comes to you after a difficult day, her eyes tired and her mind weighed down by frustrations. She opens up about her troubles, looking for comfort. In this moment, you have the power to either shut her down with dismissive comments or give her the space she needs to be heard. If you change the subject or downplay her emotions, she might retreat, and that emotional distance grows. But when you look her in the eye and say, I hear you, you are offering more than just words. You are unlocking a door she may have kept closed for fear of being judged or ignored. You show her that her feelings matter just as much as yours and that she doesn't have to fight for your attention. This simple act communicates respect, love, and understanding, and it is something the ancient old Stoics understood well. True connection comes not from controlling or fixing, but from truly being there. Now, don't get confused. I hear you doesn't mean you need to solve her problems or come up with the perfect piece of advice. Sometimes the most profound comfort you can provide is simply your presence. Stoicism in modern life is not about offering endless solutions. It's about showing up, staying present, and demonstrating that someone's emotions are valid simply because they exist. This is not about controlling the narrative or dictating the pace. It's about listening without judgment. It's about offering her the space to feel without feeling the need to fix it all. By saying, "I hear you," you allow her to be vulnerable, knowing that her emotions are not a burden. This act of listening shows compassion, care, and the power of true connection, which are all central to the philosophy of Stoicism. In fact, consistent use of these three words, "I hear you," can gradually transform your relationship. She'll no longer hold back parts of herself out of fear that she'll be misunderstood. She'll trust that her words are heard and valued. This is the foundation for a deeper connection. Relationships aren't built on empty words or well-meaning but hollow phrases. They thrive when both partners are willing to listen with an open heart and a clear mind. Maybe you're thinking, "But I don't have all the answers." That's fine. In fact, it's a crucial realization. The old Stoic philosophers taught that the journey itself is just as important as the destination. And in relationships, sometimes the most profound thing you can do is to listen, not to fix, not to judge, just to listen and be present. This act of listening is not weakness, it is strength. It's the courage to lay down your ego, to set aside the desire to fix everything and simply be there. This is where true love flourishes, not in solving problems, but in being present for the person you love, in hearing their truth, and offering them the safe space to be vulnerable without fear of judgment. It's the blessing of Stoicism in action. Understanding that you don't need to always have the answers, but you must always show up with the willingness to hear her, to listen deeply, and to be present. This is how deep connections are built, one moment, one conversation at a time. And if you find today's content very interesting, please give me a word of encouragement by commenting "very interesting" in the comments section. That is a huge motivation for us. Thank you. 5. You make me better. When you tell her, "You make me better," don't just treat it as a casual compliment. This phrase holds profound significance, more than a mere expression of affection. It's an acknowledgement that she plays an essential role in your life, one that doesn't just fill emotional gaps but actively elevates you as a person. Let's face it, in many relationships, we hear phrases like "baby" or "honey" tossed around. But let's be honest, those words can sometimes feel hollow. They often lack substance. They sound nice, sure, but what do they really mean? Now, when you tell her "you make me better," it's not about flattery. It's about recognizing a deeper impact. Her presence in your life pushes you to become a better version of yourself. Her influence isn't passive, it's powerful. She's not just holding your hand during the hard times. She's challenging you, inspiring you, and driving you to be the best man you can be. That, my friend, is where Stoic lessons come into play. Stoicism teaches us that true fulfillment comes not from comfort or mere survival, but from growth. The Stoic life is rooted in understanding that everything, every experience, every relationship, every obstacle is an opportunity for improvement. When you tell her she makes you better, it's more than a feel-good statement. It's an acknowledgement that her influence is one of active and meaningful change. Don't mistake it for meaningless flattery. Acknowledge that she is part of your journey toward self-improvement. The Stoic life isn't about just accepting life as it comes. It's about striving to be better. It's about rising to challenges. It's about becoming stronger, wiser, and more resilient. That's why telling her "you make me better" isn't just for her. It's for you too. It's for your shared growth and for the partnership you're building together. Real growth means stepping out of your comfort zone. Now, let's get real for a moment. Let's get real, for relationships are more than just emotional comfort zones. If you've ever tried to improve yourself, whether physically, mentally, or emotionally, you know that growth isn't always easy. True growth often means stepping outside your comfort zone. It involves testing your limits and evolving as a person. In fact, it might even feel uncomfortable at times. The right partner doesn't just make you feel good when life gets tough. She pushes you to evolve, to become stronger, more disciplined, more patient. And the truth is, this process goes both ways. You should be encouraging her growth just as much as she encourages yours. The power of the phrase, "you make me better," isn't in its ability to make her smile or feel cherished. Of course, that's part of it. But the real magic lies in recognizing how she actively contributes to your journey of self-improvement. Remember the Stoic lessons you've learned over time. A Stoic life isn't about just coasting along. It's about intentionally striving for continuous growth. It's about becoming the person you were always meant to be. And when she challenges you to reach that ideal, you start to understand how deep and meaningful your connection truly is. This isn't about sweet talk. It's a declaration of respect. Be clear here, this phrase isn't just something you throw out for the sake of keeping things sweet. It's a statement of respect, a recognition that she is playing an active role in the improvement of your life. Telling her "you make me better" is an acknowledgement that she has made a real, tangible difference in your personal growth. She's not just your partner. She's your mirror, reflecting a version of yourself that is stronger, kinder, and more resilient. That's the beauty of Stoicism. It's not about accepting the status quo, but about constantly striving to be a better version of yourself. Whether through quiet moments of self-reflection or the shared experiences with someone special, every relationship should inspire that growth. Hold on to what matters most. If you are lucky enough to be in a relationship where both you and your partner help each other grow, then cherish that. Don't let it slip away. There's a saying, when you know better, you do better. Well, the same applies to relationships. You know that your growth is no longer just for you. It's for her too. She's helping you become the best man you can be. And in return, you should be helping her become the best version of herself. So, say it often. Tell her "you make me better." But don't just say it, live it. Show her every day that you're not just saying it to make her feel good. You're showing her that you truly mean it. Every day, in every way. Your life is better because of her influence. This is the true power of the Stoic life, the constant, intentional pursuit of self-improvement. It's about making sure that every day you're showing gratitude for the person who challenges you to be better, who encourages you to rise to your potential, and who ultimately helps you lead a life of purpose. By recognizing the role she plays in your personal evolution, you not only honor her, but you elevate your sense of responsibility toward both yourself and your relationship. In a relationship where growth is mutual, where both partners help each other evolve, you're not just in a partnership, you're in a partnership that is deeply rooted in the powerful lessons of Stoicism. And that, my friend, is what makes a relationship truly remarkable. 6. I trust you. Stop relying on empty, overused terms like baby or honey when speaking to her. These words are nothing but placeholders, hollow and lacking the depth that truly matters. They may offer temporary comfort, but they fail to leave a lasting impact. If you're serious about building a relationship that stands the test of time, you must elevate your language and, with it, your intentions. Words like "I trust you" resonate with profound power. They are not just fleeting compliments, but a declaration of a bond rooted in strength. Trust is the bedrock of any meaningful connection. It's one of the most intimate expressions you can offer. When you say, "I trust you," you are not simply making a statement to her. You're making a solemn commitment to the relationship itself. You are signaling that you believe in her judgment and that you're ready to relinquish a piece of your own peace of mind, knowing she will protect it. Trust is not something easily earned. It is a hard-won victory, built over time with consistent, reliable actions. When you utter those words, you fortify the foundation of your bond, making it stronger with every repetition. But it's not just about saying "I trust you" when everything is going smoothly. True trust is forged in moments of vulnerability, in the middle of life's challenges. Here's where you must tap into the core principles of Stoicism. Stoicism teaches us to embrace vulnerability with strength, to face adversity not by suppressing our emotions but by acknowledging and owning them. You must stand firm in this belief. When you say, "I trust you," it's not just a sentiment, it's a powerful assertion of confidence, a pledge that you believe in her even when circumstances aren't ideal. The Stoic philosopher Marcus Aurelius once said, "The best revenge is to be unlike him who performed the injustice." This same principle applies to relationships. Trust isn't about seeking approval or validation. It's about showing your unwavering belief in her, regardless of external challenges. This is the essence of the Stoic life: to maintain control over your actions, not allowing the unpredictable winds of life to dictate your emotional responses. So, when you say, "I trust you," understand that it is not just about words. It is a proclamation that your trust is unwavering, unshakable. It is a symbol of maturity, wisdom, and strength, an embodiment of what it means to lead a Stoic life. But let's be clear, this statement demands more than words. It demands actions that back it up. Words alone won't carry weight without the right actions to match. Your trust must be visible, lived out daily through your behavior, choices, and the integrity you uphold. Mastery of life comes when your actions align with the words you speak. That's how you create something lasting, by investing time, patience, and consistency into the process of building real trust. "I trust you" is not a throwaway line, a way to fill silence or pacify a moment. It's a declaration of strength and vulnerability, a statement that you believe in her character and the bond you share. When you say this, you're telling her, "No matter what happens, I am all in. My trust in you is absolute." This kind of certainty is magnetic, and she will feel it. She will recognize that you are a man of integrity who leads by example. Someone who understands that trust is not just given but earned, and when it's earned, it becomes a foundation for everything that follows. Let this simple phrase, "I trust you," become your battle cry. Let it echo through the highs and lows of your relationship, reminding both of you of the commitment you've made, of the unshakable bond you're building, rooted in the timeless, unyielding principles of Stoicism. Hey there, thanks for sticking around until the end. Listen, it's not just about the words you say, but the weight and meaning behind them. Instead of relying on casual nicknames like baby or honey, try expressing genuine appreciation with words like, "I appreciate you. I hear you. You inspire me. I'm proud of you. You make me better. And I trust you." These aren't just phrases, they're declarations of respect, admiration, and love. They show you truly see her, value her, and honor her heart. And that's the kind of love that builds trust, respect, and a connection that deepens over time. So my advice to you, don't let the things you truly feel go unspoken. The most powerful words are the honest ones that come straight from the heart. Say them and watch her spirit soar. Embrace these Stoic principles. Recognize that vulnerability is not a weakness, but a strength. Saying, "I trust you," is a declaration of your strength and belief in the relationship. And remember, your relationship is built on a foundation of trust that you must demonstrate through your actions, words, and decisions. This is how you create something lasting. Trust is the lifeblood of any relationship, and it's how you master life, by mastering trust. Take care, and I'll see you in the next one.